Hello all, welcome to day 2. Hello all, welcome to the day 2 and hope you're all able to see me. Maybe in some time you're going to be able to see me. Hi. So started being on YouTube. Okay, so we're going to start now. Thank you all. And welcome to day 2. And on day 2, we are going to continue our next.js journey. And again, the attendance form will be given at the end. So let's get started. Let me share my screen now. Yeah. So hope you're all able to see my screen. One sec. Yeah, so let's get started now. Okay, let me also set we will start now, and also the attendance sheet will be given at the end for the day 2. Attendance sheet attendance will be given at the end. Okay, so let's get started, and what we're going to do now. So let me bring this. So we are going to create a new Next.js app. So I'm going to teach it this time all through apps and all, because Next.js is almost 90% similar to React.js, and that 10% difference what is there we learn through app. We already learned that in the previous class. We already learned that the API calls are not that much easy in Next.js. They're been done in a different way. There is no lifecycle method like React.js, and all those things are not there. All those nice things are not there. Okay, so it's a bit it's a different syntax. It's not complicated, it's a bit different syntax, because everything is done on the server side. Okay, so that is there. So let us create a crypto app in Next.js. Okay, again we have to do like this: npx create next app, not React app, create next app and crypto next. I'll do. Okay, so this I'm doing, and again it will install the dependencies and all, and let it get installed. Okay, yeah, so it is done, and the command is also a bit different. It is npm run dev and not npm start. Just see, it is telling that npm start to build in the production mode. We are not building in the production mode, so most of the time we are going to run npm run dev only here. Okay, so that is there. So let me do cd and to do this crypto next. And once you get the API calls in Next.js, see, most of the things are done at that time only. See the crypto next I'm going to do, and I'm going to open this with VS Code. Okay. Okay. So open it with VS Code, and I'll do npm run dev now. Npm run dev, and it will start in localhost 3000. As a React app, it also starts in this localhost 3000. It start. So localhost 3000 it will start, and it will show this thing, and it's a bit different from what we have in React. Okay, so that is there. So now let's start. We're creating a crypto app here, and by that doing that we'll learn a lot of new things here, and this is how real app is good. In previous class we have learned a lot of basics, but now it's time to create some real app. So there also we created a bit of app, but here we're going to do a bit more. Okay, so as always we will create a components folder in the root directory. Means here new folder which is components, and here inside this I will create a search bar.js. And see, one more thing is that in Node.js the styling part is mostly taken care by through this module way. Most of the time you have to do in a module way. Okay, in this this thing. Okay, so that is one of the thing is there. Okay, and that is one good thing is there, because all the styles are localized in this. So this search bar I have created. Now in the search bar, let me create a React app, React functional component. Okay, RNFCE. Okay, this is not working. RNFCE. This is okay. Everything is wrong. RAFCE. functional component is there, and we need to do this in Node.js, in Next.js, not in Node.js, in Next.js. So the search bar I have created, and again we are going to have a search bar dot module dot css again inside the styles folder. So always we have these styles under the inside the styles folder. So this is styles. Hope you're all able to see my screen. Maybe I have to increase the font size a bit. Because in styles folder, I'll create search bar dot module dot css, and like this I'm going to have. And let me come back here, and here import styles from dot styles search chapter bar dot module dot css. So module dot css I have done. Okay, so that is done. Now I'm going to get all of the props here, and I can do the all of the props. I can get it by dot 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 also rest. So those who know, this is the rest. We always do spread, but this is rest. This is rest, the opposite of it. It converts everything to an array. So that is there. Okay, so that is there, and then inside this div I will have a lot. I will not use this in a long time. It's most of the time we use the spread operator only, not a rest operator. Okay, so class name equal to, so we're going to have some styles, so which we are going to have soon. Styles, okay, styles dot coin search, and we are going to hit the API endpoint for this. Okay, to go get all the latest Bitcoin data. Okay, so I created it a bit 1 or 2 years back. At that time I didn't used to invest in Bitcoin. Now I also have invested in Bitcoin. So let us see, this will be good. Okay, input type text, and I'm taking all the parameters. This is one of the way to take it. Okay, placeholder I don't need. I need a class name here. Class name equal to, and styles dot coin input, styles dot coin input I've done. Save it, and so go back to here, and in here I will have some styling. So those styles, coin search is there, coin search, coin input, and coin input placeholder also is there. So let me save it, and now let us go to the app here. Let us go to our starting point, which is always the index.js file. And index.js file, they have all of these things is there. Okay, so here actually we'll remove most of the things. We'll actually remove almost all of the things. So this div I have removed, and even the head I can remove right now. We're not using that much SEO and all. Okay, so head I'm going to remove, image I'm going to remove, and this also I'm going to remove because I'm not going to use it. So I'm going to use only the search bar now. Search bar. So it will import the search bar, and it will have some props. Type and placeholder equal to search. Type equal to text, and placeholder equal to search. So whatever it was taking. So this is the rest parameters. So whatever it was taking, it will be taken like this. Okay. So dot 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 type equal to text, input type equal to text, placeholder equal to search. All those things will be there. Save it. See, this is coming. This is coming for me, and all black and all it is coming. Okay, so that is there. Now all black and all is there because I have made it black. Okay, so now we'll show the cryptocurrency prices. Okay, let us see if the API endpoint is working or not. So it is not a spread operator, it is not a rest operator. Okay, so this is there. So this is where our API endpoint is there for our thing. Okay, so we'll hit this API endpoint, and it is all working fine. means it is totally free and no free 100% free crypto API. No keys are required. So when keys are required, it's actually not means it requires a lot more coding, .env and all those things you have to do. Okay, so that is there, and we are going to hit this endpoint. Okay, so that is like this, and now in the index. Okay, one sec. So what endpoint we are going to hit? One sec. So the endpoint is a bit different, and which you have to create through the site. You can see whether through the site you have to create that endpoint. Okay, so that is there. That one endpoint is there on very long endpoint actually. Okay. Now inside this home, from here only we are going to do the API call. Most of the time when you have to do only one API call, you should do from the index.js only. So here I am going to have, so again, Next.js is a bit of, I feel it is like a Redux kind of a thing. And in Redux also this happens like this, that also old kind of Redux, that map state to props is there. So it will come as a props here. So it seems like a bit weird kind of thing, but this props is coming from this component only. That is one thing is there. Coins data is there, and then console.log of coins data. Okay, and then the search bar is there, but after that we will have that get server side props, and that's the keyword. Okay, that's the keyword, so you have to always use that export const get server side props, and it will be async as always. It will be async. Then we will be using the const res equal to await fetch and v. So this is the endpoint which I'm going to hit, and it's totally free. You can create it from there. Okay, so that I'm going to hit, and then const this one coins data, because I'm anything as a props you can do. Const coins data equal to await rest origin. This we're doing because in the fetch API always we have to do 2 times rest. If you will install access, you don't have to do that. Rest.json I have to do, and then so this is something which is like, I feel like Redux kind of structure. So a lot of Redux props, and here this coins data I have to do. Coins data I have to do. So this coins data is then again available here. So this is how it works. This coin data is available here. Let me save it, and let me open the console and let me see whether it is actually coming or not. And it's telling something. Fast refresh, rebuilding. Sometimes I feel in Next.js what happens, you need to refresh this. The hot reloading doesn't happen because it is the server side coding. So hot reloading doesn't happen here. Okay, so if I go here, see, I'm getting all the data, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, everything I'm getting, all the data I'm getting. So that is completely free to use thing. So I'm getting all the data. Now let us go ahead and create our, this is one of the main thing which is done. Now we got the data. Now we just show it. But then also there is one more thing in Next.js which we should always learn, which is the dynamic routes. So previous class also, the first class also I've shown that square bracket ID. That square bracket ID concept is very important. Okay, that is one of the most important concept in Next.js. Rest of the thing, it is much more easier than React.js, but I feel that thing plus this get server side props and all these things you need to learn all these things, and this way it gets the data. So these are some of the things which you should learn. And now we'll go ahead and let me close it now, and okay, so we'll create a coins list component so that we can get data there. Okay, so here in the components folder I'll create a coin list.js, in which I will get all the data, and RFCE I will do, and this is there, and then okay, again I will have this coins data. So this will actually get the data from our index. So I will get the coins data. So coins data I'll get, and then I have to just loop through it and show it, and I'm going to pass it to another component. I'm going to pass it to another component known as coins. So let us make that coins also, because in React, this is a React thing. React we always do like this. Okay, the ID is very important. Okay, so that is there, and here I'm going to create this another component, coins.js I've created. Then here RAFCE, that is there, and now here coins data.map I'll do, and there's one thing in React. Okay, so if you give, which is very important in map, if you give this kind of bracket, you don't need a return. This normal brackets, you don't need a return. Or else what happens if you give, instead of this curly bracket, you have to do a return. So this is another trick in React. Okay, it is a return, and then you have to do like this. So I'll not do this, I'll do this one, which is this bracket. You don't need anything else here. No return is required. You can directly use the coins. Okay, coins I will do. Okay, I don't need the React thing actually. Also, okay, coins I'll do like this, but it is giving me error. No, it is giving me error. Okay. Maybe I missed something. Okay, one bracket I think I missed. Yeah, one I missed. Actually, there are two here and there are two. Okay, so coins I'm there, and inside the coins I will go and t equal to coin.id is there. Name equal to coin.name is there. ID equal to, so this all are coming from the API endpoint. ID equal to coin.id. Price equal to coin.current price. So this all are coming from the our API endpoint. Symbol equal to coin.symbol. Market cap equal to coin.market cap, and volume equal to coin.total volume, and image equal to coin.image is there. Small coin.image is there. And so from where I'm getting this, all these things, inspect, I'll go console, I'll go. I hope it is still there. So all of these things I am getting from here only. So all of these things are here. Image and all are also there. Okay. Then the other thing is that price change equal to coin dot price change. What is there? Okay, so this one I'm taking. No, okay, this one I will take. I'll pass it. Coin list I'll pass. Now I'll get this coins component. Okay, so coins I'm there, and here I will have a coins module. Okay, so coins module I'm going to have, and it is like coins. Good evening, Akshay. Coins dot module dot css. Coins dot module dot css is there. Okay. Okay, coins dot module dot css is there. Now let us do with the coins dot js file we will create. First thing is that I will import the style. Import styles from module.css. Okay, then I'll have all these things. Actually. So this key, this name, ID, price, symbol, all these things I'm going to have. So let us have this in the, and let us destructure it. So name, comma ID, comma price, comma symbol, comma market tab, comma, volume, comma, image, comma, price change. Price change. Okay. So return is there, and then let's just have something so that all of these things can be shown. Okay. So div class name equal to styles dot coin container. Styles dot coin container is there, and that another div is there. Styles dot coin row. If it's ending here, class name equal to styles dot coin and this div is also ending here. Inside this we'll we'll first show the image. Okay, ing src is image, alt is name, and there will be class name also because we are going to style it. Class name equal to styles dot coin ing. Okay, so this is the styles of coin ing is there, and then we are going to have h1 and a p. So h1 is like name, and p is like symbol. And in this h1 I have a class name equal to styles dot coin underscore h1. So this is the name, and in the p, so we have to write a lot of structure. Class name equal to, yeah, these are all props, so nothing fancy here, and all these things are means React just kind of code only. Okay, styles dot coin symbol. Okay. So the next thing we are going to have after this styles of coin. Okay, so styles of coin, we are going to, yeah, everything is similar to React.js only. Div of class name equal to, because it's a React.js framework, so everything is similar to that. Styles dot coin data is there. Then let us have some p's here. Okay. So p of dollar price and okay. So this dollar price will be, let us have a class name also here. Class name equal to styles dot price, and this double underscore is, there is a special name for it. This double underscore, this is known as the BEM format. BEM. This is a CSS format. This is known as BEM. When you do this double underscore, this is known as BEM. If you give, there is a benefit in giving this. See, when I double click on it, whole of it is selected. Whole of it is selected, and this has got a special name. of BEM format. If I give a dash, the whole of it will not be selected. If I do a double, if I do a double click, okay, so this is like that. Okay, BEM format, it is known as, okay, yeah, it is known as BEM format. Okay, so another thing which we are going to have is okay, it is known as BEM class name equal to like this. It will be styles underscore styles dot coin underscore volume. So these are all something which I'm going to write now in the styles dot thing. Okay, and then it is volume dot to local string. So I'm going to convert it into a local value. So if the okay, now if the price change is okay, we are going to show the price change as red or green, and for that what we need to do, we are going to do something. Okay, one sec. And one more thing is that p class name equal to styles dot coin market cap is there, and this is market cap to local string, and let me have this as mkt cap is there. And we are going to have one more thing. We are going to see if the price is less than 0, then we are going to show it as red, or else we are going to show it as green. Okay, so after this I'm going to have this. So price change, which we already have, this price change is less than 0, then coin percent is there, but I can give multiple styles like styles dot red or styles dot green. I'm going to give. Okay, so this all I have done. Now let us have this all this thing in our okay, coins module. So we'll have all these styles in the coin module, just display flex and all these things which I have given. Even the red and the green classes are there. So all these things are done. And where did we use this? Okay, okay, no problem. Okay, so now we have to show this. So to show it, it's very easy. Means in index.js, now we are going to pass this coin list, and from coin list it will getting passed to the coin, just like just a react.js concept. I think nothing much here. So after this search bar, I'm going to have this coin list, and inside in it I will pass the coins data equal to coins data, and like this I'm going to pass. It has been done. Let me save it and see. All the Bitcoin data are coming. All the data are coming. All the data are coming. Fine. All of the data are coming. All of this, the latest data are coming. So it is not like this it's not old data or something. All the latest data are coming. Okay, that is good. And whatever is negative, whatever is green, this is coming. Means most of the Bitcoin things are negative only. Okay, so that is okay. That is going like this this for a long time. So that is there. This is the whole the data. All of the data is coming for us. And but the thing is that now we are going to learn one more thing. So when I click on some of it, I should be taken to a new route. And when we are going to take into a new route, we are going to have that ID thing, which you have learned in the previous class. That is one of the most important thing, as I've told to do. Okay, so that we are going to do. So after that, okay, so let us have some common styles in the layout.js also file before moving forward. So we'll have so this layout.js thing is also always we do it in your NextJS, because this layout we are going to wrap it with the this underscore API underscore app.js, because this is what applies to all of them. literally it applies to all of the pages. So that is very important. We'll create a layout component and then wrap it in the app.js. Okay, so that is there, but yeah, so one thing is there. I am going to use actually SVG logo I have created. Okay, so that is a very big code. I should not have created this. Okay, so there is a type of file which is known as SVG. Okay, this is where I created it, SVG logo. So this logos, what happens in that you can create any logo and they have some numbers like this. Okay, so it generates this. When you do the download logo, it will generate it. It will give you something like this. SVG is known as scalable vector graphics. So it is like it is much more superior to JPG, but there is a way to create it, and generally we have tools like this. So you don't need to learn it. Anyways, I also don't know it what it is there. So it is there like this, and this is just for the graphics. Okay, so this the main layout is there in the children, and the title equal to crypto tracker I have done, and then the layout and all this is the favicon, and all of these things are there. And again in the next is also we have this link thing. We have this link thing is there, but this is from next link, not from a router, not from a React route. This is from next link. Okay, and this all SVG image I have. I just have a in the main. After this main, I'm showing the children. I'm showing the children after that. Okay, so how to use this now? Now we are going to go to our app dot underscore app.js as I've told earlier, and we have to import the layout here. So most of the time you'll see in most of the Next.js projects, people use like this only. So pages, and then you go down and here and do a layout, and it will wrap this thing. So that is why this children thing is coming here. Whatever is inside this, see this children thing is very important. Header is okay. I'm just showing a logo. Header is this children is very important. All the other components comes in this children. Okay, so this I have done. So this crypto tracker and all these things have been shown like this, and this was a small SVG logo which we have created using that. Okay, so that is there, and so it is not showing correctly exactly. So because this is should be at the middle, so I will have another class name equal to coin underscore app. And for a lot of people, if they're directly coming to Next.js, this will go over their head because Next.js is without React.js, you cannot understand Next.js. It will be very difficult to understand. Okay, so now in the our okay, so let us go to our global CSS. So again, there is one more CSS file which is known as global.css, which they have given us Next.js people, because in here what happens, all the CSS are like localized when you use a module thing. But this is something which they have given us, and this is something which we can update and all these things. And so let us do that, and we're going to remove all these things whatever is there, and coin app and all. So we're going to remove all these things because we don't need this all, and control A, control V. So we have a font like Google font and all, and the background color is black because we want the app to be a dark kind of a app. So this is the and body and all. So coin app, I'm making it as flex and all. Coin app is making it flex, and all of these things are there. And layout also I'm changing. This is for layout CSS. This layout CSS has also a layout class, and all those things are there. So it is for that also. So let me save it and see. All of the app is now completely black, and I think it's not showing completely. Okay, where's the market cap? Not showing. Okay, some error is there. Okay, so all of these are showing, but okay, so let us debug why this market cap is not showing. It is dollar. What is this market cap? So let us open one of it so that we can see what is the problem here. Okay, it is underscore cap is there. So we have to go to this coins list. Market underscore. Okay, here I am passing it right, or but here I am passing it right. Okay, got it. To local screen. Let me remove this thing. Use this. Or maybe I have this thing wrong. It is not to local string. Okay, got it. What is the issue here? But this is actually a function. Like this. I don't know why it was showing like this. It should also not have been shown. Save it. Now the market cap is coming. So what is the total market cap? All of these things are coming. Okay, so all of those things are coming and it is showing perfect now. All of these things are showing perfect. The latest data of Bitcoin, everything has been shown. Okay. Bitcoin, all the other things, Ethereum, Ether, and when I created this app, I didn't knew half of this thing. Now I have a lot of this thing in my portfolio. Okay, so that is there, and now we have two more things remaining. One is this search thing is remaining. Okay, search thing is remaining, search functionality is remaining, and the other thing is that when I'm going to click on any one of them, I should be taken to a different page in which the details should be shown. It is not like the detail is not been shown like this. Okay, so yeah, NextJS supports everything. You'll find a lot of tutorial on the Tailwind also, because people are showing in the YouTube a lot of Tailwind thing. Okay, so everything is there, but by default it supports this CSS module, which is very good. This CSS module thing is actually, it's like a style component only, because not like that like a style component, but it localizes everything. So the output of the style component is here. Okay, so we have got two things remaining. As I've told, one is clicking on all these things, and the other is like having the search functionality. So first do the search function, and this is a very live app, so you're getting the latest data. The I think just you have to refresh it and all, so you get the live data and all. Okay, so all those things are there. So let us now do it, and for this first thing, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this search functionality. Let us do this search functionality first, and then we're going to move forward. Let me make it a bit smaller. Okay, not that much responsive. It's okay, not that much responsive. So let me have it this much only. Okay, so now we are going to use the use effect to have this search bar search. The thing is, it is right now, it will not search anything. It will not search anything, just it just showcases there. So for that, what we need to do here, const search comma set search is equal to use state. Okay, is equal to use state. I have done, and this use state I have to add it. So all the React things we are going to use, and maybe I will remove this thing because I don't need it. And in the coin list, I'll not pass this coins data. Okay, I'll show what I'm going to pass. I'm going to have a const filtered coins. So those who have done my React.js training previously, for them it will be very good, because in the React.js training was so huge that I was not able to do any projects, but the projects are there on my site. So after the React.js training, if you're doing this thing, this will be, you'll find it like a home, because all the React.js concepts are being used. If you have done the React.js training in a good way, means not like that. Okay, so coins data dot filter, and coins data.filter I'm doing here. Coin is coin dot name dot to lowercase. See, whenever we do searching, we always change the search term with everything else which is searching to one case, either to lowercase or to uppercase. So here, see what I'm doing, and see, this is why I have always told this filters, map, reduce, map, filter, map, and for each are used a lot, especially the filter map, and I use a lot in React. So I'm going to filter, and then the coin I'm passing, and then the coin dot name dot to lowercase dot includes again I'm using dot includes the search dot to lowercase. Okay, so if it is true, only then it will include this. And now in this search bar I have to do something. Okay, this search bar, let me make this also a bit big, and this search bar I'm going to do on change. So that is how the input boxes work. Okay, on change I'm going to do on change equal to this. I'm going to change, call a function handle change. I'm going to call a function handle change. Now this handle change okay, this handle change I'm going to do const handle change equal to e dot prevent default and set search is e dot target dot value, which we generally do. Set search is e dot target dot value, but let us do the to lowercase also. Lowercase also I've done. And here now instead of the coins data, I'm going to pass this filtered coin. So this filtered coin I'm going to pass. Okay, and this is how it is done. Okay, here I'll change it. And on change is calling this handle change, and it is setting this, and then where it is setting this filtered thing is changing and it is passing. So let me do this. Okay, come here and just do b I, and it is the moment I'm doing it is doing it Ethereum CA Cardano. So all of these things are working fine. So this is how we do a local search. Okay, so to local string is for data. It changes to a local format. See, every country have a different format, so it changes to that local format. So to local is like that. Now we're going to add that important logic which I was telling at the start of the class, that under that ID. So that is the most important thing. See, till now most of the code which we have done are like react.js only. Only this code is a bit different which we have done earlier. That server-side project. This is how we do API call in Next.js. We don't do API call like using use effect and all this. Those doesn't work here. But this is a server-side rendering. Those doesn't work here. So you have to do this. So this is the concept number one, which is important for Next.js, which you should know, which is different than React. And the other concept is the routing concept. So routing is very easy in Next.js. Like that, you create a pages, the routing will be done. But the problem is that when the nested router comes, it is not that much easy. So, people think, okay, the routing is just to create pages, it will done. But then when the nested route comes, how it will be done? In React also, when the nested route comes, we have to do, if you have done React router, we have to do the wildcard :id we do there in React. Okay, so let us do this thing. Okay, so here in the first thing is that in the coins, where am I? So this coins.js is there. I'll go here in the coins.js, and here I will have a link tag. Okay, I'll have a link. This is a different link. This is not your React router link. Okay, so I will have a link, and here, so this will show each one of them. So here, after this link, coins container, I'll have a link. Next link is from next link. Okay, and I will wrap all of this thing. Okay, I will actually, we require another thing here. I'm going to soon show why. A also I'm going to have, and then all of this thing I have to bring it inside. So I'll bring it inside. Bring it inside. I bring it inside. So now in this link, where I have to go? href. So href concept is again similar to what we have there in. Right. So coins is there, and then dollar is ID. Now we are going to use the ID. Now we are going to use ID. So it will go to this dollar ID. Save it. Okay. So now click on anything. So okay, I'll click on anything, and it will take me there. So Bitcoin and all I can see. Okay, I don't need this. Okay, this underscore thing is coming. Wait a sec. This underscore thing is coming because I don't need this thing. So let me go to the global. Where is my global? I don't. Okay, globals. I will go, and here after this, I don't need this thing, so I have removed it. So it should be. So the thing is that if I make, why I made this A, if I made it A, I don't have to do that cursor pointer and all. It is like a cursor pointer only, it will happen, and the whole of thing is I can click anywhere. So that was one of the main reasons I made it A. See, whole of the thing I can click anywhere. So I can click here, anywhere I can click. So it will work. I'll click here in the Ethereum. It will take me to coins Ethereum. So that is the main thing. Coins Ethereum, it is taking me. So now what I have to do? Now I have to do that ID thing. Okay, and for that, what we need to do here, we need to, okay, so we need to create that ID thing, which I have earlier also told how to do that. So this coin page is there. So it means that I have to create a coins folder inside the pages. Inside the pages, I have to create a coin folder like this, and this time I'm going to do in a bit different way. Here, that time I did some index.js, I think in the previous project, but we can do it in another way also. Here I'll do like this, id.js, and this is something which is very different in NextJS, and people find it a bit not a confusing, but they find it's a bit different way is there. So underscore id, this is another way. In the first class I have created a folder with this square bracket id. Go back to the first class and you will learn what I have done, and then I have done the index.js there. So that was a bit different, and this is a bit different. So id I have done here like this, and now we are going to hit a different API. We are going to hit a different API here because I need to get the data for one particular Bitcoin. I want to get the data. So for that, we are going to do this. Okay, so I have okay, I'll create another CSS now. First, inside this style, like styles, I have like coins.module.css, and now I will have here coin.module.css I'll have, and in the ID I'll import it first, not here but in the ID. Import styles from dot. It is two step down. So styles, and then not coins, it is, I want to use a coin.module.css I want to use, and then let us have some of the data. Okay, so let me have this like this only. So this I'm having this, I don't want to type it again. So this coin and all is there, and export default coin is there. And now after that I will have this here, like here also we can have this. Okay, export const like this. We are going to have a async function. Async, now this is how we do the API call here in Next.js. So after this I'll come, after this only we have to do, and this props, this is a local props, this is coming from this file only. This is how we do it in Next.js. So we are going to do it again. And let me do one thing. Let me, what is this, export server side props. Most of the time we are going to use this only, export server side props. It can do the API call a lot of time. This is something a component did update in the react.js world. So I will just copy it actually, because the get server side props is like this only, get server side props. But here the endpoint is a bit different and something else are also different. Okay, so first thing is that the endpoint is like this. Okay, so let me make it a bit bigger. So ID, not much bigger. Why is not coming? Okay, so ID is like this. Now here a bit difference is there. Okay, and async. Okay, async I can have this context because I have to get the context. I have to get this data, and getting this data is a bit difficult in React.js. Also, we have that use params. So when we do it through routers, we have this use params, and through which we get. Here also we have this context kind of thing through which I will get. Okay, const then id equal to context.query I'm going to have, and then this const rest and all is okay. Const rest and all is okay. Then this const coins data, instead of this I will give it data equal to rest.json, and then in this instead of using this shortcut, what I can do, so this is actually a shortcut, this is a ES6 shortcut. Instead of that I can do it like this, coin, give the data like this, data it will pass like this. Okay, so this I will save. Now this is done, means the data is coming in. Okay, it is showing like, it is also showing, but it is showing very ugly. Okay, so let us have this thing. Okay, let's save it and see Ethereum data. But this Ethereum data is coming, we were getting it on the outer page also, but now we're getting it through a different API which expects the ID. And what is the ID? ID is nothing but the Ethereum name. Ethereum and all this thing name is the ID. So I will go to this whenever I will click on something. So what is happening here, whenever going here and clicking here, this is coming from a different API, because this tether is going here in this, and then it is showing this. Let me also show this thing, this tether which is going here like this, and it is showing me the data of the tether, all the data. Okay, pretty print. So it is showing like this. So you get a lot of data, and this is how even the big Bitcoins company works. Means you go to anything like there are something, means which one I have, let me see. Okay, so I also have this. So I go to the dashboard and I see it, and it will show like WazirX. I have WazirX. So WazirX also it shows like this only. So this is how the WazirX also works. So we have created something similar. We have not created that trading platform, but this data is getting from a free API which is updating constantly, because Bitcoin doesn't shut down. Because the cryptocurrency never shut down, it happens always. So this is also a totally live. Only the thing which is remaining is that you can deploy it also, and you can deploy it, and you can deploy it through Vercel. So maybe I will teach in some of the class how to deploy it in Vercel, but not in this class. Let me give the attendance sheet for today. Okay, so it is actually very easy to deploy through Vercel also. Okay, so and NextJS goes very well with Vercel. Vercel is like Netlify. It is very easy to. Okay, so let me do mark your attendance here. Okay. Yeah, it is mark your attendance. So Vercel is like Netlify, but nowadays Vercel is being used a lot, and even we are using in a client project Vercel. So people find it even much better than Netlify. So maybe I will tell in one of the class how to use Vercel. Just you have to put it in GitHub, and from there you have to directly you can take it. Okay, so that is so easy, and all these things and all this code again will be there. Yesterday's code also I think I have put. So we're done with today, and We are going to keep building these apps in Next.js because Next.js doesn't have much of concept. Only this much concept is there. But the thing is that you have to do missing. You should know what is this get server side props. You should know this underscore ID. So as I've told, only two main concepts are there in Next.js. One is this. Most of the time, you're going to do it get server side props only. This is like component did update. Okay, you can do multiple calls. It is not like component did mount, which we have seen in the first class. There is another thing which only do the API call only once. We don't have to do the API call once. We have to do it multiple times. That's why we use to get server side props. And the another thing is this dynamic route. See, in Next.js, what happens whenever I create something inside the pages, it will create a page. So I created this a coin folder. So it created a coin folder inside it. Okay, and then this underscore ID is there. And one more thing, I just want to quickly do a refresh here. Is that how I connected it? See how I connected it, because this is very important. How I connected, how this came to this ID. So it came to this ID. So in these coins, so first all of the data were coming from this, coming to the coin list, then to the coin. So this coin, when you give, I gave this here a link href coin slash coin and ID. So it was taking the ID, which was ID was nothing but Ethereum and all those things. So it was taking there, and when it was coming to this route, it actually comes to this page. This page comes, and then it again do the API call, and it gets this data. So this is how this works. Hope you all have liked this project, and I want you to take this project further and create a very cool looking app and then deploy it in Vercel. Especially Aditya, you need to do this thing. This is the most in thing. We know how much in thing crypto is. So you have to do this app in Next.js. That is a must for you. Do this in Next.js and change the styles. Do some other thing is there. The API is totally free, and you don't have to do some API key and all those things. So this is much more easier, but change the styles and just push it in a LinkedIn, and we'll see from there. Okay, so with this I will end today's stream. We'll meet tomorrow, and again we are going to build some cool thing with Next.js. Thank you, and hope you all have marked your attendance, and I will leave now. Thank you. Bye.